Hello and welcome to another modelling video. Today we're going to be looking at the Chise project again. This is the 9th update and possibly the 10th week, so let's get straight into it. First side projects, I haven't been working on other kits lately, though I have finished masking the Mechanic SD kit from Wing. And he's ready for his first base coat of brown. All the masking will be removed and remasked to paint the orange, and the rest will probably be hand painted. So he's coming well nicely. I just have to dream up of a diorama for him. And the other guy I've been working on was the YF19. I finished cleaning him up, so he's absolutely ready for pinning. I will give you guys a heads up. I've caught Too Old for Toys doing a few live broadcasts on Stickem. He puts up a quick video on YouTube when he's online and then takes it down when he's off. And I have to say, it's been a fantastic experience. He puts on a great show and there's good or very lively conversations, and he allows other people to switch on their webcams and show off their projects or work on their kits on the side. So I had a little go at that and Chise at the same time last weekend. So if you ever get the chance, jump on and meet the guy. He's pretty fantastic. From last week, I managed to get quite a bit of work done. You can see I've got a lot of pieces laid out. We'll get to the biggest, flashiest part first. Chise's wings. A lot's changed. It's a very Chise-ish, I have to say. So I've got these tan pieces. They're hubs off a Flak 38 35th scale from World War II. They definitely set the mood. And I went to the effort of scratch building these little swirly pieces that the sort of detail she has around the edge of her wings. So realistically, it's going to be something like this. Very, very unique to that particular design or drawing of that particular anime. Very excited. I'm really happy it's gotten to this stage so far. And underneath those little tan sections, I'm going to try to stick it into place. We have frosters. Now, I'm not going to be gluing them in. Oops. Because they're going to be pinned and chromed and all sorts of fun effects. So that's the general look of it. The wings are definitely at the stage of detailing that I want. Just a lot of neatening up with putty. Attaching of the cannon which happens, and yeah, she's very good. I'm extremely happy with that. The rest of Chise is just some tidying up. You'll notice there's a lot of yellow gunk on all the pieces. That's because in been playing around with Tamiya Polyester putty, my first time at this 2-part putty. It's very, very creamy, smells to high hell, and it's strong stuff. It dries fairly quickly, though the faster and stronger you want it, the more hardener you add, because it's a 2-part putty. Though adding too much hardener could result in you running out of hardener later on. That's what the 2 bottles look like. I noticed Japanese Sandman has been doing a very interesting kit bash of his own, SD Cubelli Dom-like thing. It's right up his alley. I can't remember. It's a German word. I saw him use polyester putty and described its process, and I've had this sitting around the workshop for about a month after buying it from an online store in Hong Kong. I have to say it's pretty good. It's a grade is a very thick filler, and it's very, very smooth. Good for refinement work, and it's doing a good job in this scratch build process. So highly recommend the putty. Only it's easy to work and sand and cut and whatnot, yet hard enough to support a large amount of area. Bit on the nose, so you want to do it in ventilation. just before I get to the next process, this is where I store all my magnets on my lamp. And I've just had these little tiny bastards come in. They're like 2mm by 1mm compared to my 8mm by 1mm. So they're going to be really handy in attaching tiny detail. That'll be pretty cool for thrusters, which is actually just a good idea I came up with now. So there we go. I just solved the problem on camera. How do you go? So I'm ordering a lot more in different sizes, and I've got some more on order. I got these off a wargaming stall on eBay, and they were about $50 for $10, including shipping. So it'll definitely be helpful. Another thing I was thinking of adding them is helping get that strap around the handbag and that ribbon. Now, the last big update to this project is the base. With this power pole thing, I've added wood grains, so it's a wood texture now, possibly very heavy weathered wood. And a lot of work on the soldier, as you can see, is bulking up some mass. First cool thing I did was sculpt a little helmet. Very rough. I put some Vaseline on his smooth dome and just slapped some milliput on top in a round shape. Dremeled it back and creamed her up with polyester putty. And I'll sand back and retouch with putty several times until I've got a helmet shape, as per the tutorial sent to me by Wavehawk. Tiny bit of detailing and touch up on the sandbags, giving a little tie on notches at the end with green stuff. In the trench here, I've pegged the foot. So the foot's got a little pin and there's a little brass rod in the base, so he's able to attach himself to the base very nicely, yet be removable for transportation and painting. Unfortunately, due to the weak ankles of these fairly shitty ball joints, I'll have to put more support on the other foot. So the second bit of contact might be a tiny bit of putty and magnets. So more magnetism. A little putting on the arms as well. My goals for the next video. Now I'm going to be fairly ambitious here, and I'm going to try to go for the bottom half of this soldier completely sculpted, so his pants. Then I'll be ready to start adding a overcoat on him after I sand up the top part of his body. Regular work on the touching up of the helmet. I'll see if I can get the base done. Now, realistically, there's only just a couple of hours left into it. That's putting the last of the tie-ons on the sandbag, that tiny bit of a foothold for the second foot in the trench, and I'll sand the bad boy and a thick layer of auto primer, start cleaning him up. So this thing's on its way to being finished, which is great. The soldier figure shouldn't be too much more work neither, though poor Chise here is still got a lot going on. Though she's got a, if I put her together now, she's something like 90% the shape that I can consider done and ready for refinement. All I have to do is have a kickstand for her cannon, which will be another thing that I'm going to do before the next week. So the three things: sculpting pants for the soldier, touch-ups on the base, and kickstand. Thank you for watching, and until next time.